Wake up! Wake up! What? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Come on, come on, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Cause when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said, no, I don't. I only have a friend. Come on. I'm not even going for it. This is what I'm going to sing. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh,
Peace, peace, family. Brother Side, Brother Kareem, Brother Obadiah. Welcome to Black Man's Dialogue. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to enlighten the unenlightened through some conscious discussions on certain topics that are killing black people in America. We also want to encourage progressive black thinking. We're going to have a couple topics today, maybe three. We're going to start one off with the myth of Platonic relationships, especially with couples. Okay? We're going to start with you, brother. What's your take on that?
Well,
Do you think it can happen?
well, I mean, I'm just coming off personal experience. Everybody I know in platonic relationships. Well, let me start with me personally, and I'll give some observations that I see with everybody. For me personally, every person that I'm platonically at this state, I dealt with. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just, you know what I mean? And it evolved to a friendship, and it ain't like that now. Because for me, it's just like if you're attractive and I'm not dealing with nobody, it's gonna put me in an uncompromising situation. I'm a man, and it's natural to be attracted to a woman. So for me, it doesn't work because if I'm single or even if I'm dealing with somebody and you're attractive, to be in close proximity to them, like you know what I mean, it gets a little, your hormonal and you know what I mean, your whims and your desires, especially if she's nice looking, because it's you know what I mean, it's hard for me to deal with. That's just my personal intake. But like everybody that I've seen people also who deal with people platonically now, but they dealt once upon a time. You know what I mean? So but all relationships is involved in something. Where does it evolve from? You know what I mean? And that's where maybe if you work with somebody in a close proximity, like if y'all in some type of setting where y'all work together, and y'all really just was that, y'all involved, maybe that's possible. But me as who I am and a man, I wouldn't allow my wife, woman, friend, whoever to have that type of relationship with another man. You know what I mean? And then, I guess Islamically, me being Muslim, it definitely wouldn't, it ain't going down. So, it ain't going to fly. So that's just my personal assessment, for what I see.
My brother?
I'm with Brother Kareem. Most often, when you see someone, you're going for that physical or whatever qualities that they have. So, but you're doing that because you're trying, in your mind, you want to forge a relationship with someone. So obviously you're trying to forge a relationship, but as he's touched, there are exceptions to the rule, which I say if you're in a work environment and y'all just in that same area, you're not trying to date this individual. Y'all just around each other constantly. So you can forge a relationship based on a platonic mindset because you're just around the individual all day, every day. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going about when you meet somebody. That's not the way you're going about it. It's just the fact that victim of circumstance. You're in that environment where I'm not really trying to talk to you. You're not trying to talk to people. We're getting to know each other because we're around each other on a constant basis. But yeah, but normally, nah. And that's not we're not geared for that. When you see somebody on the street, looking like, I'm having friends, but this person look like, I can really talk. That's not what you're going about. They look like, this person's kind of attractive or something about a quality that they have, so forth and so on. So we talk about the myth of it, yeah, I believe it is a myth. But in my opinion, there are certain avenues where it could truly be a platonic friendship. More often than not.
Right. Interesting. Yeah. I tell you what, man. I'm totally against the idea of it because, as both y'all touched on, and I'm a firm believer, men, we are visual creatures. I mean, and like you alluded to earlier, hey, if she looked nice, you go one touch. I'm sorry. There's no other way. So therefore, for me, when they say trying to, you always get these sisters. A lot of times they say, "Oh yeah, he's just my friend," and this, that, and the other. And for me, I know that's a crock of garbage because usually they know that this man is interested in it. I mean, there's no other way that he's not.
Or they're interested in knowing that he has.
Either way. But then again, women are geared to want the attention so much. So a lot of times they'll go ahead and take that, even though they're not interested in this man, just because they know that he's interested in her. Right? So for me, it's like, it's a game that you play. You might have a little naivety with you, maybe possibly. I doubt it. But yeah, I'm like you, and I've been in a situation like that before too. And I told the sister, look, it's not happening. Like, she said, oh yeah, I want you to meet this. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna meet him and I'm gonna shut it down. It's not gonna happen because I know for a fact if he's a man, he's on it, and it's possible he might be on it. It ain't be on my watch.
Right. Or y'all used to deal with
it. Yeah. And I've approached sisters on that. We're to the point where I'm making sure, but funny enough, where I've said, and I've told them exactly what we're talking about now, and they look and say, wow, they're right. Because I did deal with this one before, and I said, yeah. So why would you think that I would fall for that?
Yeah.
He's my friend. You know what I mean? If you happen to become my woman or my wife, it's all chopped. And I will say this on the other side too. If I got some, the friends that I have, there is no platonic with me.
Absolutely.
All my joints I done touched and probably still never touched. So if I do get with somebody seriously, I have to chop all of them off.
Now I'm agreeing with that. Absolutely. Yeah, for those women and men who try to hold on to these quote unquote friends in relationships, that's a no-no. It's a taboo. It just can't. I don't know. I feel it's kind of disrespectful.
Very, very disrespectful. Very.
What you think? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you say, I guess, like you said, all my female friends, like you say, I don't touch. So, I mean, but if I'm in something serious, adult will understand at this age of the game that, whatever, far as it would go is, I got one, let's say, instant, one of my old girlfriends I dealt with for 10 years, her and my sister had been best friends. So only if I'm in a real relationship, if my sister had a barbecue and I went there, she was there, that's the far as that's going to go now. You know what I mean? If I'm dealing with somebody, but, to be still platonic, as soon as something happened with me and my joint, and we still dialoguing, you know what I mean? You could just come over, I mean? That's I heard it so many times. Well, take the key to my house. If you tripping, you can come here. I mean, I've been there, having problems, and you know what I mean? Well, you don't gotta do it there. She at your house, just come leave, and I stay home at night. You can just come over. What that? I mean, you know what I mean? So it's you know what I mean? That's the reality. That's what it did for me. So. And like I said, it just don't work because if she's nice looking, if she like future or somebody, and that's a different story. Then it's no possibility. But more than likely, if she's nice looking or even choppable, then it ain't gonna work for me because even if I am in a relationship, just the man in me. Yes. And it's not like I'm trying to run around and smash everything in the city, but you get in that close, intimate contact with somebody. Come on, and watch. let's come over and watch Eddie Murphy or something. I mean, like, come on, you serious? Like, let's go leave. I mean, order some pieces. And this, you might as well, you don't gotta go. It's late. I mean,
What's next? Exactly what's next.
So, I mean, it's just at the age of the game, I just try to put a fortress up on myself, not to put myself in those situations. You know what I mean? It's like, you too old to still be acting like I'm 20. I mean, so, I'm damn near 40 at this point. So, I try to not to put myself in a situation as being a grown man to look at it and know that's what you will find yourself back into. And you wonder why, they say the definition of retarded would repeatedly do something over and over again, the same situation, the same results every time. And, you keep thinking, expecting something different. So, it'd be retarded for me to keep putting myself in a situation looking for a different outcome.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it's pretty self-explanatory. You don't get into relationships to be platonic. That's just you just don't do it. But I say if you got a situation where you're around somebody at work or whatever, and you just constantly just around them, then yeah, I can just develop into a friendship like that. But you know what I mean. But that's not how it's geared. Yeah.
And even if you do that, even when I believe the workplace is the worst place because you get accustomed to that person. You know what I mean? And I mean, even if you don't really know them that well, because you're around them every day, and it may be for 5 hours out of 8 hours every day, you're really around them when you're around your spouse or your partner when you go home. So therefore, you get accustomed to each other, and the next thing you know, man, hey, and it might not be purposely done. It's just, especially with women, because they're emotional, so they can attach to you early, and they're like, wow, next thing you know, you know something.
The workplace has ruined many marriages. Seriously.
Absolutely. No
and
doubt.
as you say, it's unintentional.
Yeah.
Intent may not be, but as you say, when you're around someone, you start knowing them. The next thing you know, you start having, just regular feelings for them, just in general, not necessarily love feelings, but you become comfortable and y'all start knowing each other. Technically, that's how relationships are supposed to be. Exactly. We're supposed to get to know each other and so forth. So yeah, but you hit the point. We definitely you have to drop those friends when you're in a relationship. If you don't, you're not doing just yourself a disservice, but you're doing your mate a disservice as well. You know what I mean? And anyone who stands for that, I'm not going to sit here and judge because I don't judge, but I can say you just might want to check yourself, and put yourself in the best position to do that.
Yeah, you fall for that. You fall for anything. I mean, to me, that's a crutch, basically. And what comes to mind to me is funny is Three's Company with Jack Tripper.
Go ahead, Jeff.
You know what I mean? Because of the fact that he had to, well, they had to come up with a concoction that he was gay because Roper was like, yo, you're not moving up here. He knew. He knew what it was. Oh, it's Platonic. No, he was like, nah, homie. Nah. You feel me, nigga? Yeah, it had to be taken well. And then, nigga, in order to get in there.
Hey, I'm going to throw an addendum on it.
Please do. Please do.
You just touched on something. What if the friend is a homosexual?
It don't even matter. Because now these dudes is still touching women at the same time.
But a lot of some females try to say, well, he's gay, so forth.
They still, you know what? It's just a lot. I don't know about you guys. You can tell me about it, brothers. I know of some sisters that know others, friends of theirs or whatever, and they've told me that, these sisters still dealing with these guys knowing that they good.
That's that new wave, crazy stuff, man. People don't be morally grounded in them, man. They just live off their whims and desires, man. They watch, just Bruce Jenner stuff, and the hour episode come on, they be glued to the TV with this crap, man. It's like it's insanity, man. But like that's even worse. Like, you know what I mean? That's a whole different topic.
That's scary. That's very scary.
Yeah, it's pretty much. You know what I mean?
You're dealing with a man, and I don't even know if I can call him a man, but you're dealing with a cat that that he's probably taking a dick in the ass, right? Got a dick in his mouth, and you still dealing, and you're a woman still dealing with this cat.
Right.
That's unbelievable.
But what if she comes to you and say, well, I have this gay friend, and we just go out and so forth and so on.
I mean, man,
that happens. It does, because women understand. They say, no, I don't have any straight niggas. I understand, and I'm not trying to do that to mess up our relationship. But I do have a friend, and homosexual.
Those guys are predators, though. A lot of them, not all of them. Some of the guys are straight gay, but a lot of those guys are bi.
Right.
So they're still touching them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Come on.
That's definitely.
And that's putting you in a situation, a bad situation that you do not want. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's somewhere you don't want to be. Come on, you know. I'm saying.
But that is a scenario that happens a lot.
It's very bad. So I guess what we want to say, I believe, is that to these sisters and to the brothers too, for that matter. Platonic relationships, garbage, especially if you're in a relationship. Can't happen. Cut it out on both ends. The man cut it, the woman cut it, and you move on and you try to flourish with your relationship without the drama and the distractions, unnecessary distractions. We don't need them.
And isn't that what relationships supposed to be for? Is that I think what we're missing, especially in our community, I know you don't like to use that word, but in our ethnicity, we'll say, is that we're supposed to be trying to forge these relationships, get to know each other on such an intimate level. We're gravitating to marriage and becoming one. How can you do that? Like you say, when you have these outside distractions, you're trying to bring other people in, it just takes away from you. Well, you should be focusing on whoever it is that you're focusing on, his or her. And say, look, let's try to build. Let me get to know you. How many people have? I can't speak for y'all. I've dated women who end up we've gone together for years and still don't know me. Exactly. And I'm I don't know them. Exactly. On some things. What's your favorite color? I don't even know. Because we're not oftentimes getting in depth with our relationship. It's kind of like a surface. We're physical with it. But we're not getting deep down in it because we got so many. We got work. We got other things going on, sometimes kids, so forth. So we're not really focused on saying, you know what, we really need to get to the real. Back in the day, they focused on friends, getting to know. They would sit on the porch, say, we're just not doing that at all. It's communication. This is it right now.
Right, and it's garbage. You know what I mean? I don't know about it.
For communication or
whatever you like.
no, I was just saying, like, some of the points Brother Rick was talking about, as far as, just the constructs and the way we relate to each other, man. Like, as people, we got a lot of ingrown disrespect for each other. We just don't really realize it. You know what I mean? Just the way we relate to women and relate to men, as far as, you with a woman, she gonna tell you what she gonna do, and men, they not protectors and carers for their women and children and stuff like that. And sometimes that's the case where they talk about they want to be friends with this and that person, all that. Like, that's like a form of ingrown disrespect. Like, how you want to tell your man you got a friend? Think about it. That's deep. Because we would never come to our women and be like, this my friend. She walking here bad as I don't know what. Like, your wife, she gonna be in Victoria's Secret shopping trying to compete with her. You know what I mean? On a deal. And that's just how it go, man. But like, like you say, man, it just start like trying to forge better relationships amongst, women and men in our community, man. Like, because it's weird. I was talking to somebody the other day, like, how wise people, we love our mothers and our grandmothers. Like, somebody touched them, we'd kill the whole city. We go ballistic. But when it come to our mate, we had how that communication dropped off. Outside of your mom and your daughter, this is the third best woman in your life. And like we don't have that same protection and zeal and fervor, but maybe sometimes the way they relate to each other that that moves that. I don't know. Like, I was just touching the surface on it, but like, the woman, I would like you to think about, like, one of the sisters I was dealing with, like it's almost unnatural to think I want to hit her, I want to abuse her. Right. You know what I mean? I don't want to love her. I don't want to take care of her. It's like we get these bad stigmas that like we even like I was doing like some search online, like they get these stigmas how we so out of, or like when we separated from our children, we don't deal with them. But this number show that when we separate our children, we deal with our kids more than any other race in America. Because when they pass it off like we such deadbeats and this, man, there's a lot of propaganda we got to cut through. And sometimes when you really hear the propaganda or they caught up in what's going on in mass media and social media, like they try to inject that into their life sometimes. And I'm getting another time, I was talking to one of my homies. He was like on an Eve show, like he was working on a cast there, and he was working like he did the recently SWAT too, right? And he said he had an epiphany when he was doing the Eve show that how they just made up scenarios on the fly just to flip the script in time. And he's like, people would come home and present that garbage to their mate as if like it was like really some thought out, something real deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just like he was watching SWAT, and I guess because of the budget, he like, man, we ain't got enough time to do this. Or just grab the fire extinguisher and spray it on the bomb so it don't go off. And the dude like that don't make sense. You can't. It still wouldn't do anything. Like it don't matter. It's TV.
Right.
People don't understand it, but they watch stuff and extract it and put it in their life as if it's real. And then these relationships get so dysfunctional, especially when you gotta. It's also men, because when we not grounded, boy, we lost, man. The woman can't be grounded if you ain't grounded. Personally, yeah, that's just how I feel. Like, you know what I mean? But we supposed to be leaders. You know what I mean? That's just real. You know what I mean?
And you know that's funny that you said that, because that's gonna be another topic. Pardon me. It's the fact that, from what I understand, the sisters that I talk to, you know, they say that the brothers that they've dealt with in the past, you know, they don't take the lead. So they're dying for a brother to take the lead,
Right.
you know what I mean? And not in a disrespectful way.
Right.
However, also, I'm going to say this too, we have to also touch on the fact that a lot of sisters these days, they never had a positive father figure in their life growing up.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So they're really dying for that
Right.
as an adult. You know what I mean? Because they still want the guidance. They want that lead. You know what I mean? And a lot of these cats out here ain't doing it. They've lost it. You know what I mean? And like you said too, so now the sister come and tell him, yeah, I got a friend. You dig me?
Okay.
No, this is a role reversal.
Uh-huh.
Are you crazy? No. Where's the respect at? When you say, oh no, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Back in the day, that would not happen.
Right.
We're living in different days now. You know?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a big unfortunate.
Yeah.
I wanted to also touch on why brothers cheat and why sisters cheat. Why do we think that the sisters cheat, and why do we know that men cheat? Because the only thing we will positively know is men, because we are that. But why do we think sisters cheat? Because there's reasons for it all. Let's start with you again.